the Defense Headquarters venue of this our usual press briefing on the activities of the Armed Forces of Nigeria and other security agencies' activities and our operational successes within the theaters of operation across the country. Today's briefing will cover between 28 April and 19th May. We begin with Operation Haram. The troops of Operation Haram had continued their efforts in defeating the criminal elements of Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorist elements in the northeast of the country. On the 28th of April, the troops of Operation Haram conducted clearance operation at terrorist enclave at Jaje, Mango Ali, Disa, Balangaje. During the operation, one Malan Shehu, the Amir and spiritual head of Gaita, General and some of his foot soldiers were neutralized. Also on 14th May, at Uwe in Kondriga local government area of Borno State, troops of Operation Haram in a coordinated attack on terrorist enclaves neutralized one Abubakar Sarki, a prominent Boko Haram terrorist commander in the Sambisa forest with his men. Another scores of terrorists were neutralized, while assorted weapons and different caliber of ammunition were recovered. Troops also conducted operations at Dajima, Molai, Mamanti, Ajiri, Amagave, Marginal Village and others. Others are Dombua Town, Buluti Village, Njine, Kamzune Village, Banua, all in Borno State. Furthermore, of 1st to 14th May 2022, a total of 1,627 Boko Haram terrorists and their families surrendered to own troops at different locations within the theater. They comprise of 331 men, 441 women, and 855 children. As at 16th May 2022, a total of 53,262 Boko Haram elements and their families have so far surrendered. Also, on 13th May, based on credible intelligence reports, the troops of Operation Haram arrested Malam Modu Goni, a terrorist logistics supplier at Buniyadi Market. Also, on the 17th of May, Malam Modu Pantami was apprehended at the outskirts of Benishek village in Kaga local government while attempting to transport large quantities of logistic items he purchased for onward supply to the terrorists at Gomari village in Fere local government area of Borno State. Items recovered from him include 2 mobile phones, assorted drugs and injections, several liters of premium motor spirits, among other items of foodstuff. Also, the sum of 200,000 naira cash was also recovered from him. Consequently of these operations, troops have rescued 63 civilians, neutralized 42 terrorists, arrested 20 terrorists. They also recovered some arms, which include 2 MGs, 21 AK-47 rifles, 11 AK-56 rifles, 22 machine guns, 419 rounds of 7.62mm and 54mm ammunition, 1 gun turret, 31 AK-47 magazines, some motorcycles, bicycles, pumping machines, among other items of interest. Also, an Isuzu vehicle was recovered from them. All surrendered Boko Haram terrorists, recovered items, rescued civilians, and captured terrorists have been handed over to appropriate authorities for further action. I wish to communicate the Military High Command appreciation to the general populace in the country and their continued cooperation with the Armed Forces of Nigeria, Nigerian Police, and other security agencies in their fight against all forms of criminalities in the country. I wish to inform you that the Armed Forces of Nigeria is determined to bring peace back to our dear country. It also salutes the courage and sacrifices by its troops in the field. And to you, the media community, we thank you for keeping faith with the armed forces of Nigeria, and thank you for your usual cooperations.